Okay, so we caught up super early this morning so that we could go to the open house for the kids clubs because I did the slide yesterday, but I didn't get to do like any recording or looking around because it was just so crowded and I didn't want to record with children around as much as possible. So the kids clubs looked really cool, and most of the stuff was like the interactive stuff wasn't working for adults because I guess it's just magic for the kids or whatever. But the nice thing is it was really wide open spaces. The chairs looked like they're super movable. So there's a lot of stuff that would be accessible for adults. Even in like the little kid play area, we didn't record anything in there because there are little kids playing in it. There's still a lot of wide spaces, so if you're an adult who uses mobility aids with a kid, that you can still kind of play with them during the open houses. We did talk to the children's activity people a little bit about the accommodations and stuff, and for the most part, any accommodations that are going to be made would be on a case-by-case basis, which is classic. You can have a conversation when you get here, or you can pre-register your kids and start that conversation a little bit earlier. There's like a couple things of every child must be potty trained if they're over the age of 3. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, and every kid must be in their age designated spaces. So no matter their interest or something like that, they have to be in that space that is appropriate for their age. But anyone can come during the open houses, which was kind of fun. It's interesting to look around. Lots of cool stuff to look around. I really loved the Beauty and the Beast with the fireplace, and the Frozen area was so pretty. And then after that, we went and had breakfast, and I had congee. I love congee. I never know how to make congee. I'm so bad at it. It turns out disgusting every time. And I know what Disney Cruise congee is supposed to taste like at least, and I love it. So that was really good. And then Mom went to go do some laundry, and Beck, Jay, and my grandma and I all decided to go to the
Incredible Obstacle Course.
Yeah, the Incredible Obstacle Course. And I went going like, I don't think I can do this. I'm not going to do this. Beck's like, I would like to try. So we went, and I really wanted to try to do it. I just didn't think it would be a good idea. And considering I'm not been breathing great lately, and especially today, I was like, I don't know if this is good. I'm not going to do it. And Beck's like, I think you could do it. We'd be doing it together. I think you could do it.
And you did do it.
And I did do it, but oh my gosh, we had to take a second to recover. This kid went in and got out in less than 30 seconds. We took at least a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. And then Jay was going to take my grandma up to the top level, but they were told that, again, that there was no accessible entrance. Another person told us that the accessible entrance for upstairs, you would have to take a service elevator, or like one of the crew elevators. So again, that is frustrating. But we came back here for a little bit, I got ready for dinner or lunch, and then we went to the Wish, like kind of the history of the Wish show with my mom and just my grandma. And the dog was getting a little antsy. She had to go potty, so I went and took her to go potty in Pluto's Corner for a little bit. Then we came back, finished getting ready, and we went to Palo. And I am a person who feels that Palo is just too fancy for me. I don't know what to do. I don't know half of the words. I feel like I'm constantly being judged. Everyone's super nice. That's not the problem. But I do feel like I'm just doing everything wrong. And then my grandmother, who has no filter and is 88 years old, had to tell this poor man every single opinion she had. And then because she couldn't hear him and kept talking over him. And he's finally at the dinner, like at the end of the dinner, with dessert, he hands us the menus and he's going over the menus and stuff. And my grandma interrupts it, was like, I'll have the pastry. And this man deserves so much credit for his patience with this old lady, because oh my gosh. But that was definitely a highlight of my day so far. I've never heard my grandma talk so much about food in my life.
Insert review here.
That this was a fabulous dinner, lunch, or whatever you call it, that I've had for ages. Even the 3 or 4 days we've been on this ship, my word. The steak was great. There's this one little bitty bunch of fat on it, and that was all. The lettuce, I gather they made the salad special because they don't make salads. And it was just fantastic. Even my family enjoyed the salad. Nobody would touch my dessert, but they didn't need to because I ate it all. I even got a special happy birthday. My birthday was yesterday, and I got a special happy birthday today. And I think that was fantastic.
And then my grandma, as we're leaving, so the whole time she's like, I can't go on another cruise until I turn 100. That's going to be my next cruise. And we're like, okay, Grandma. And then as we're leaving, she's like, now I'm going to be here every year for the next 12 years because that's going to be my last when I turn 100. And Sharon, she turns to my mom, you better start saving. But oh my gosh, the food was so good. And the pizza, there's like this goat cheese and sun-dried tomatoes pizza and flatbread technically, but it was pizza. But then we just came back and we are taking a rest, letting our food digest, and then we'll go back at it. I don't even know what we're going to be doing with the rest of our day. We have the dinner that's at the Marvel restaurant tonight. Oh, and it's also pirate night, so I'm going to transform from this outfit to...
From fairy to pirate.
From fairy to pirate, as Beck just said, so... Our Mickey and Minnie's Pirates of the Caribbean little show before our dinner. We just got out of Little Mermaid and it was so cute. There was a lot of changes in it. Some of them are kind of corny but sweet. I really liked it. I thought it was a really well done show overall. I love cruise puppetry. I love like show puppetry stuff when trying to adapt animated films. I just think it's so cute. The costumes were so well done.
The Little Mermaid starts with a story of as a frame, as being told by a group of children at the shore of the ocean, and it uses that as a pretext to say these are just characters, and therefore no one should get mad over anything about it, right? Then, amazing story, as always. They changed the story a little bit, and so instead of the prince being this hero that saved Ariel, it's about Ariel finding herself and realizing that she has the power of her own accord. And finally, I really like this retelling of the story.
And inform them that all the party animals have escaped. adventure ye be wantin', then I say drop anchor, mateys, 'cause you've charted a course to the... Well then, with the crew all accounted for, I say... Away, away, away we go! Adventure's waiting for you! Come on, the break!
You know what? I didn't breathe. Playing my machine. It was the 15 minutes to. Hi, I'm Scott Lang. Well, you might know me as Ant-Man.
And I am Van Dyne, the boss.
Look, before we start.
Okay, so my favorite thing of the day would have to be, I liked Palo, but I think that's going to be a lot of people's answer, so I'm going to say my second favorite thing of the day was hanging out with friends. Met some friends on the cruise. Nice.
Family?
I mean, out with you all the do it.
It's a family cruise.
Yeah. But I want to make friends, see people I have not seen before. Have general friendly conversations, such as, yes, let's play video games and Mario Party.
I think it would be a tie between Grandma's excitement over Palo and my nap. About the same level of excitement for me on those. That nap was great.
Of today,
Of today,
of my lunch,
what about your lunch?
our special. I've already told everybody about that lunch. It was fantastic.
All right, so I had two highlights. My first highlight was doing the Increda course. Even though it was really difficult, it was a bad decision. I zonked out for like 2 hours, dead to the world. My body will be regretting this after the trip. However, it was just kind of fun to do something like that again. And my second favorite was just laughing over Grandma and her just adoration. I love watching Grandma be excited about stuff, but just like her grandma-isms are just so funny. Beck's not feeling the best, so Beck says that the favorite of the day was also Grandma's enjoyment of Palo. Nice.
What is that deal? You're never too old.
For Disney. So let them know.